Okay, okay, okay. Looks like we're back for another Genshin Saturday. I'm guessing Timmy's birds haven't respawned after their annihilation yesterday. So, let's see. Let's see. Oh, yo. Whoa.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Let's do this. 95p might as well. Got 7 cores, alright, nice. Nice. And condense. And then I don't know which domain to do.
Definitely be something that catches your eye.
Uh, 20k more, okay. Um, oh, okay, that's done. Claim all of our goodies. And oh, didn't take this off, delete this.
Guess we can rest a bit. It's a nice haul.
Alright, today we shall do which domain? I really need to look at everyone's stats. I think you're okay.
Benny's
He's in
adventure
the
team,
bless.
assemble!
He's okay. He's stupid. Indeed. He is. He's okay. She's okay. She's okay. Noblesse. Can't do much about that in a minute. Okay. Even Down's okay. Right, we missed that. Oh, that's right, at level 17. Damn. Where to go? I guess it's going to have to be the viridescent domain. In preparation for whenever Kaidahara comes back around. The unfortunateness that is the Maiden Beloved set will come and annoy me, I believe. Hey Robbie, good morning. How are you doing? On this cold Saturday morning over here.
Are you
We've got a different domain. I'm so used to doing that Crimson Witch domain.
Enhanced Animal Module 75.
I've got actually in a different domain.
Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. Embrace the ice.
Can't run from death.
I'm good too, thanks. Yeah, I'm alright. Got rid of the wife. Oh, she's gone to pick up her son. Had a nice evening. We watched Spider-Man No Way Home because it's released on some platforms. We missed it at the cinema, so now we're up to date on the Marvel movies. Yeah, alright. Alright. I was looking at those new artifact sets. One of them is definitely for Zhao. The ones that are coming in 2.6. The one where you can stack up to like get up to 66% attack. That's definitely for Zhao. That's going to be his set. Mona, I guess you mean, not Mora. And the other set, I don't know who that's for, because the other set, if you read the 4-piece, like what the set effect is, it's like enhancing artifacts. Basically, you have a certain percentage chance that you will do extra damage, like extra attack damage. But if you fail, you get like a pity. There's a pity system, and then if you try and proc it the next time, the percentage chance increases. So it's like a gambling set. Like you're gambling if you're going to get the extra damage or not.
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Is it? I don't think. Well, the first set is definitely for Zhao. I don't know what Ayato scales off yet. They said HP in the thingy, but I don't know what he scales off. We haven't seen his stats yet. So the first set is definitely Zhao, where you can get 66% attack. But the one where you gamble, I don't know. Would that be for Ayato? It could be, but again, it depends what he scales on. In the live stream, they said I only mentioned HP, but obviously we know he's going to need attack. So I'm not sure. And I was looking at the chasm as well. They might release the chasm all in one go, because it's only like 2 areas. It's 2 maps, right? The overground and the underground. The underground looks bigger, but they might do it like they released the overground first, and then, you know, a patch later or something, they'll release the underground. But considering it doesn't look that big, I think they probably will release it all at once. It looks like the underground looks about the size of Enkonomiya. The overground looks smaller. I mean, the overground's the size of it is how it is on the map. It's like it's a big circle here, and there's a domain here. There's a statue of the 7 here, and some other teleport locations all around. But yeah, so like this circle about that big there, or maybe it's here. Exactly, you know. So it's like this. It's a circular shape. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Zhao his set. I'll have a reason to go there because I've got a character that can use it, and if it turns out Ayato uses the other set, it'll be double bonus.
Swirl, Mark 2. Let me scribe. Stand clear. Animal test 6308. written in the stars. Sakura swirl.
Bit more oops. Oops.
Take flight.
Yeah, I got up early this morning. The missus was still asleep in bed, so I got the old phone out. Started looking at those artifact sets, reading up on their 4-piece set effects. Yeah, I'm not sure about that second set, because it seems like, I don't know, I prefer like going for definite things that are definite and not maybes. I don't know. Oh, I like to gamble. Really? In the drinks event, I guess you're talking about. Hey D2. You got Mona. Mona's not bad.
Animal hypostasis.
Mona would have been, like I said, that's probably the second best for you. Jean would have been the first best.
Absorption test.
But Mona's pretty good.
Delved into death. Whirling snow.
For Hydra application, she's good. And she does good damage as well.
Can't handle your drink.
Well, at least you've got a guaranteed pity now for the next banner.
Take
Or
flight.
for, you know, whenever you've got the resources to get another 4. Is it the drink event? Maybe I didn't really listen. I mean, I listened the first time on my main account, but I can't remember it.
My opponent.
She's gone super sad. Well, considering you've got Mona, right? I'd go for Ayaka,
Stand clear.
because basically you can make a freeze team like this. You've got Diona already. You just need a swirler, like Kazuha or Sucrose. Even Venti works in this team. And you could use Sayu as a stopgap. Just do the swirling. Oh, you're going for Ayato, not Ayaka. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't go... Because you're free to play, I wouldn't go for Ayato. Now you've got Mona. You've got a Hydra... like, probably... the third best Hydra applicator. Because Jincho's only good for Hydra application against one target. So... that limits him. Basically, you're going to want him with like a vape team, you know, like a Diluc or a Hutao, like single target people. Next, I'd say is Kokomi. Oh no, sorry. Like, if we're going to go from the top, at the minute, the best Hydra applicator is Kokomi. At the minute, but that's going to change. I'd say Jincho's the third, Mona's the second best, Kokomi's the first best. But that's probably going to change with Ayato because of the radius of his burst. It adds a lot of Hydra. Man, these are like nice pieces and it's the wrong bloody set. At least I can use this. Yeah, and then you've got a freeze team as well. You basically build, because you've got Diona already, like I said. You could build like how I've built this freeze team. This was how I had my freeze team on my original account as well, until I got Kokomi and then had to mix it. Well, I didn't have to, but it made sense to mix it up a bit better. Full burst, I think so. Yeah, Robbie, because their bursts are both as big as each other, but I think it's going to have a lot of uses because you can remember you can vape while that Hydra application is going on as well. But we have to see, like, we have to actually see his kit like in play. That's the problem. There's only so much you can tell from watching like the live stream and watching like skills without looking at what he's scaling up in his stats and how he's, you know, the actual description of his talents. We can't really fully say yet. Yeah, D2, that's what I would do if I was you. I'd, like, you've got Diona. You can, Sucrose comes around quite often if you don't have her, but then also you can trail like with Venti and with Kazuha. And for the meantime, you can use Sayu. You've got Mona. You can slot Ayaka in. And you've got like pretty good freeze team.
Can appreciate its true quality. There you are, Swirl, Mark II. Shadows of Fate. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Absorb. Look at you. Booze it. Embrace the ice. Blink. Yeah. Ha.
And this is, I find this team very fun to play as well, D2. That's why it was like I had exactly the same on both accounts. I know it was weird for me, Robbie, when I came in. The first time I came in, I went right to where the pyro slime usually spawns for the Crimson Rich domain, and there was no mob there. I was like, dude, I'm in the wrong place. And funnily enough, I'm going to be in this domain on my main account as well, because in this account I'm preparing for Kazaha. On my main account, he's my next character to fix his stats. But I'm not sure I'm going to be in there today on the other account, because I've still got weapons that need upgrading. It's a circlet. What a shame. You caught 4K doing the wrong domain. I don't know what that means, dude.
Enhanced animal module 75. Let me scroll. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Stand clear. Get out of your drink.
But it seems like I'm destined to always like be doing the same domains on both accounts. I think that'll change once things like, you know, once I start pulling for different characters on each account. Which is basically going to happen after I get Kazaha on this account. He's like my priority.
Animal test 60. Delve into destiny.
Which one is it? This one? That's that one. Die. Yeah, there's loads of those on eBay over here. You can pick them up for like you said, $5 to $10. It's like the equivalent of like what the Chinese gold farmers used to do in MMOs. You know, like where they wouldn't level up very far, 10 to 20, and then just like run bots on those systems, just killing the same low level mobs over and over and over and gaining gold, and then transferring it, selling it. It's the same business, but I mean, obviously this game is structured differently, but it's the same model. They've got loads of those sort of guys that, you know, they pay pennies over there in China to do this crap. What's this? This is all rubbish, isn't it? That's not bad. That's why also you can't judge like the player base numbers from how many accounts there are. In any kind of game that's free to play. I've seen a lot of games like they're free to play. They go, oh, we've got this amount of accounts. You know, it's just people that's re-rolling or like trying to make money from free accounts. Yeah, but like, then what are you gonna do? Like, you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can keep buying new accounts, but you still have to get all the other characters to go alongside the one you want. Better to just stick to one account and wait for the next rerun. Because otherwise you'll forever just going to be doing the same shit over and over and over. And you're not going to quite get to the end game.
Decided by destiny.
I'd say it'd be better to buy a Welkin for a month. 93 mo's extra every day and 300 gems. And just wait for a rerun, yeah. Okay, you're gonna play both accounts. But you're gonna be limited, like, that's the thing, you're gonna be even more limited than I am, and I play 2 accounts. Because if you're not gonna spend, you're gonna just have the same limited, but like resources. Because what you got to remember about this game, it's about synergy. It's about having the characters that work well with the other characters. So it's great, if, you know, like having 2 accounts. But you know, if you've got Jincho on the Raiden Shogun account and you don't have him on the Hu Tao account, well then your Hu Tao suffers. You know, from that, like how that's an example. So I don't know if it's worth playing 2 accounts if they're both going to be free-to-play accounts.
Come with me. Let us find shelter from the rain.
And the more and more I'm sort of playing now, the less and less I'm wondering if I'm actually going to bother getting separate characters on this account. I'm thinking I might just end up sticking with the roster I've got on this account and just saving after Kazahat.
A blade
Just saving.
As a jeweler
Because I don't really see the point. Like, I'd rather have all the characters that I want on one account when I can mix and match teams.
A blade
better.
embraces its duty. As a
About
jeweler
this account, I'm just
cherishes
keeping it running, like, because I hoped that my wife would come back, but now I've kept it running so long, it seems like pointless to like ditch it. Yeah, I mean that's probably most players' biggest gripe, is that it's too expensive. Like wish-wise, no matter, you know, be it that you get your wishes in game or through real money, either way, it's still too expensive. Like 90 wishes for a character is too much, considering how little, you know, like on a daily basis you make, how many primo gems you make. And then you got to factor in there's other things, you know, like to do with those primo gems. We got a nice Geo Goblet, didn't we? Have a look on my Geo boy. What's he got on this? 13% crit rate. Okay. Geo. Where is it? There it is. Alright, let's raise this. Nice, energy recharge. That's like good stats. Shame it's flat attack, not attack percent, but can't have everything, can we? Nice. Keep going into crit rate, please, to replace the crit rate on the currently used piece. Yeah, it looks like it, but it's still not an upgrade. I need the crit rate to be more. Yeah, so do I, D2. She's one of my favourites. Oh, I'm out of fodder. Can you Adam and Eve it? Yeah, she's one of my favourites, D2. I much prefer how she plays than how Ganyu plays. And I don't dislike Ganyu's playstyle, but if I had to choose out of the two, you know, they're the main cryo DPSs in the game. Yeah, it's going to be Ayaka every time. Oh, actually, I'll keep that. The only thing that I dislike is her dash, and that's only because it gets, you know, she gets stuck sometimes. So it's not so much the dash itself, it's just they haven't coded it to get over like little stones on the ground that she gets stuck on. Where's all that Lava Walker stuff? Here it is. Let's get rid of some of this defense. I'll keep it. You never know. That's crap. Scrap. Keep that. Okay, let's. Oh, actually, I'll keep that. Let's see what we get for 16. Please be crit rate. Meh, flat attack. Hi, Rose. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing this Saturday? I don't mind Garni's playstyle, but out of the two, like I was saying, D2, I prefer Ayaka. I think it's something also, I don't really like the ranged characters in this game. I prefer bow characters to catalyst characters, but I don't know, there's something about the way ranged characters play in this game, or maybe it's just because melee characters feel so good in this game. I like to stick to them. Oh no, we'll keep that as well. Yeah, ER with EM on it, but the other subs are bad. Alright, we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm good too, thanks. Thanks, Rose. I'm doing alright. So what good news do you have? Have you had some great upgrade to your account or something? I guess we can get rid of some of this. Oh, like, what's this called? Crimson Witch stuff. This stuff. That might be worth keeping with healing bonus. Go. That can go. That can go. Actually, that's got HP flat on it, hasn't it? I'll keep it. That's got flat HP on it as well. I'll keep that. Nice. Congratulations. Was that on a crit rate circlet? That would be excellent if that was on a crit rate circlet. What am I doing? I'm doing upgrades. This I want to keep. Actually, it doesn't have flat HP on it. It does have 7.8. I'll keep it. Okay, there's more. That can go. That can go. Well, either way, I mean, 29% is very nice. Very, very nice. I'll keep that. Go. Hello, Potato. Good morning. How's it going on Saturday? Okay. Okay, Rose. Thank you. So, it looks like Zhao's finally getting his set, Potato. The new patch. I'll definitely be farming that domain. Oh, that's very nice as well, Rose. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Potato, who do you think the other set is for? The one where, you know, you build pity if you don't proc the set effect. I don't know who that set's for. It. Yoimiya. Okay. It could be. I mean, because I like, you know what my problem is? If I don't have a character, I don't really understand how they play just from like reading stats and stuff. And where I don't have Yoimiya, I can't work it out. My brain doesn't function like that. I've got to actually have the character and play around with them before I understand how they work. But I'll take your word on it because I couldn't think who it was for. I mean, it's sort of universal, but it's just, I don't know, like a trade-off of building pity to get more damage seems a bit, I don't know, like a bit like it's too risky for me. Yeah, Official like used to be the machine gunner, didn't she? Yeah, D2. As soon as you got rid of Zhao, his set comes along. Oh, that's really nice, right? It's Pyro Goblet with crit rate and crit damage on it. That's alright, you'll get a good flower. It'll come around. Or at least a decent one. It's difficult to get all pieces good. Sometimes just a decent one's alright. So that's 48% crit rate. That's nice. Well, I think it, like, you're right, I think it's all about subs. You gotta have, like, I think it's about subs, but I'm not sure if it'll be better if they've got, say if they've got equal sub stats, I'm not sure which will be better. I'm not sure on the math, because I think it would be the new set. I think you would do more with the new set. Because I think the attack outscales the animo damage. I think. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've got to get my hands on these things and like play with them, you know, like build a few things and work out how it works. But I'm looking forward to that, because that domain has got, you know, like I've got the character basically. So it's a new thing to farm for someone that I've had for ages. Well, for a while. Yeah, but then it stacks, doesn't it? As soon as you're taking damage, it stack, like you get another stack, and it can go up to 66%. And that's why I think it's perfect for Zhao, because you're in his burst, and also I think the duration. Wait, what's the duration? I think the time duration is the same as I've got. The whole rose. Yeah, that's true. So you lose out a bit on the early side, but I can't, because I haven't got it in front of me. I can't remember what I was talking about, because I was reading all this stuff on my phone in bed this morning. I woke up before the missus and I was like, oh, let me just read about those. No, I wanted to actually see what the 4-piece set effect was, because I didn't get to read it quickly enough when the stream was on. And yeah, straight away the first one was definitely Zhao. So I'm going to lose 6%, 7% crit rate. But I get energy recharge. But I lose the HP. He's got HP sands on this account, so that's alright. I think that's alright. Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's nice. 300 EM is nice. Alright, what am I gonna do? I forgot what I was doing.
Benny.
All this talk about new stuff exciting me. Yeah, I'm quite excited for the new patch. More so as well because I'm gonna actually have that week free. It's lined up nicely because my wife is going away with my son to see her family. I get a week I can just play video games, and it's the same week that the Chasm comes out. Great for me. I hope they do release it all though, not just like, I hope they don't just release the overworld and not the underworld until later.
And glorious sunshine. So,
To level up her talents and get a level 70. Yeah, that's not too difficult to do though, is it? Or it's like the sort of leveling and stuff, you'll be alright with it. Yeah, the maximum I think it goes up to is 66%. Potato. The max stacks you can get is 66% additional attack, which is a huge number. And it's made me start thinking is, like, if I got a good set of that, could I then run Zhao in ER Sands rather than attack Sands? Because that's the problem I have, like, where, sure I can run Sucrose with him, but then it breaks the premium team, right? And I find it difficult to funnel him particles with Jean, even with Sacrificial Sword. It's still not ideal. And his ER isn't too bad. What have I got him on? Where is he? Where are you, Zhao?
A blade embraces its duty. As a
Where's it? Oh, it's wrong account. I can't check. Oh. eBay. Yeah, eBay's a safe website, but I mean, you can get scammed on it. But eBay's pretty good. Like, I got scammed once a few years ago. I was buying a second-hand graphics card for a mate of mine, and because I do like all my friends' PCs, and it just never turned up. And I just contacted them, and they they saw that it hadn't been posted, and they just refunded me the money straight away. So it wasn't, they can take the money out of the seller's account and put it into your account. So they can protect you and stuff, but I don't think those kind of, if you're going to buy one of those cheap accounts, I don't think they're scams. It's like with Chinese gold sellers in MMOs. I go back to that because that's what they were doing before. It's the same companies, that sell gold in MMOs. They're the same ones that will be selling accounts in Genshin. And I used to buy like gold illegally. The game wasn't, you're not meant to buy gold from like other players and stuff. But I used to buy it from like Chinese gold farmers, and I never got scammed once. They always delivered their goods. Who goes good with Yan Fei? Jin Cho goes well because he'll provide vapes, and she's single target, he's single target. Rain swords will go well with them.
Absorption test, animal test 6308. Whirling snow.
Yan Fei is like, basically you're just going to build a vaporized team around her, just how like I was saying, Jing Cho, Bennett, and then like a flex character, either a someone to swirl or shields and heals. One of those three.
Shake it, ass. Let me scribe. Take flight.
Still got to build my Yan Fei. Probably not going to have time now with the patch being only like 10 days away. Yeah. Also because like you get the pyro resonance as well with Bennett, which is obviously hugely helpful for DPS. But yeah, like also like Tato was saying, Bennett is Bennett, so like there isn't a single team that just doesn't benefit from Bennett. Literally every team benefits. Yeah, that's perfect, Rose. That's like a perfect team.
My apologies.
You've got Bennett for healing and buffing. You got Zhongli for shields and resistance shred. You got Jing Cho for hydro application and Yan Fei to hit them all. Hit them with her fireballs. I mean, pretty much that's like the standard vape team, I'd say. And you have Zhongli, Bennett, Jin Cho, and then you can slot in any pyro DPS in there. Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends on the character as well, though, doesn't it? Potato, because this, like, they won't definitely scale into attack, if you know what I mean. Like, some characters will scale on HP and defense, but it won't scale into attack. It might scale into something else. But yeah, for the ones that do the actual damage or damage buffs, yeah, they'll scale into attack. That's the shell. Are we done here? Yeah, I think so. I want to get these dailies done and get on my main account. I'm actually really enjoying having Kokomi. More so than I thought I would. She's like, she opens up different style of freeze team for me. It might just be because, like, the characters on this account, you know, like, I've been playing them on both accounts for so long. I was wondering as well, like you know that Zhao set. I was thinking maybe that'll work for D-Look as well. That could be a set for D-Look. Especially if you have Wolf's Gravestone, I think it'll work for him. But I don't have Wolf's Gravestone on this account, unfortunately. All that additional attack again is just based on. It's going to be based on substats. You're going to have to, you know, get your crits and stuff up to par. It might. I don't think it'll be as good as the Crimson Witch for like Vaporize and Melt, but for other scenarios, for D-Look, I think it would be pretty good because it would go well with his C2. You know, where he gets when he gets hit, he gets more movement speed and attack speed. It's an interesting new set. I'm more interested in this set than I was when I heard about Emblem of Severed Fate. I really wasn't interested in Emblem until I got Raiden Shogun.
What is she trying to communicate?
And I sort of needed it.
Let's get down to business.
But yeah, I'm still not sure about Ayato because in the live stream they said he scales off HP. But yeah, I'm not really sure what he's going to scale off or how he's going to actually work, because those hosts on the live stream, the voice actors, that, you know, they don't play the game, or they play it very, very casually. So often they don't really know what they're talking about if they go off script. Big ass truck. Oh. On there, that's the last one. Crash course on Inazuma Fashion. How's your traveller doing, Rose? Because last time you had told me your traveller was doing some big numbers. And Robbie's been building his traveller recently, and I've heard big numbers from him as well. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to have the spare resources to build Traveller. Okay. I know the feeling. I mean, I was like, this was the 4th week on this account that I was in Crimson Witch Domain. Literally every day. Every day. Because even on Boss Monday, on this account, I've only been doing Age to Hurt. So every day I was in the Crimson Witch Domain. And it was only yesterday that I got the item, got the attack sounds. Yeah, it's so rough. So, you know, when you're just going like literally all your resin every day, you're going in, and that's why I had so much Lava Walker and Crimson Witch stuff when you just saw my artifacts on this account. But yeah, thankfully I got it yesterday, and so I don't have to go there again. Damn, 5th week. On my other account, my main account, I was in there for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, because this week and a few other days I've done other things on that account. And luckily I got the piece I needed on that account as well yesterday. I got Hootale's crit rate circlet, and on this account I got Deluxe attack sands, both on the same day. I'm really happy I don't need to go back to that domain, because I was doing the same domain on both accounts and it was just soul destroying. But they will come eventually, you will get them. Okay, let's go and hand in dailies. Oh, I need to finish that bloody drinks quest out event. How long is left on it? One day. I'll do it a bit later. I don't feel like doing it now.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Sorry, Catherine, didn't mean to shoot you.
Add Astra.
Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the bowline for my Yanfei when I build her for shielding, but I just don't know when I'm gonna have the time to do that. You know, there's so many characters I need to build properly, and you know, it's just difficult when you've got too many people you want to build. So let's go and see Tubby. Tubby. What's wrong? I'm trying to hang on to as many artifacts as I can myself for getting noblesse boxes, because I need noblesse on both accounts, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to wait until we get Dendro in the game, and then hopefully I can get a Dendro goblet quickly that way. It's going to be a little hack for me to get a quick Dendro goblet quickly. Possibly, it might not work, but it's also not something I'm in urgent need of to min-max my noblesse users, so it's alright. Yeah, like I was saying, the only reason I'm holding on to them is because it might be a shortcut to getting Dendro Goblet when Dendro comes out. Because you know, like, goblets take a long time to get, like, elemental goblets at first, you know? Do you remember, like, when you first started playing the game, and for me it took ages for me to get the ones that I needed at first. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Rose. That's what I do. But then there might be some times when, you know, like just now where I don't have fodder, and I'll just throw a few 5 stars on just to finish off leveling something up. But generally I'm trying to hold on to them. Because there's just like, there's no point in doing the noblesse domain anymore since those lockboxes. It just doesn't make any sense. What was I doing? I want to park myself outside the pub and then change account. Yeah, for me it was trying to get a pyro goblet on Deluxe. Took me ages because, you know, I got Deluxe early in the game, like my first week of playing. Ages I didn't have a pyro goblet. Ages and ages and ages. I can't even remember how long. It was just a long time. I remember that. And that was what taught me, alright, just hang on to every elemental goblet you get from now on, because even if it's got shit substats, just hold on to it, because you never know when the next one's going to come along. Are you there for Petra? I want Bolide for Yanfei for it because I want to build her as a shielder when I do build her. Oh, nice. That's good. You got your first physical. Where is... Let's have a look. I'm gonna check something here. You want more shields out of her. More shields, please, Diona. I wanted to check. Where is Bolide? I haven't got many pieces of it. Oh gosh, have I got no pieces of it anymore? Maybe. No, here we go. There's something about this when I was reading through it. Yeah, this is it. Let's watch the fireworks together. I think this set was originally designed for Yoimiya. But then something changed in, you know, like when they were doing the testing, you know, like when they refine characters just before they release them, they put them into the test server and then make a lot of changes. I think that's what happened. I think this set was originally for Yoimiya. So if you look at, obviously the color scheme of it matches her color scheme, because you know, like with Raiden's emblem of Sever Fate, like matches Raiden's color scheme, and this has got to do with, like, it's got fireworks in it, it matches her color scheme. I don't have all the pieces. There's one piece that really looks like her kit. I'm pretty sure this was meant to be Yoimiya's set, but some change happened, like at last minute, and we didn't get her. That's what I think anyway. Because if you look at Emblem, and they started doing that from like when Emblem came out, they started making the thumbnails look like the characters' color schemes. All right. Anyway, what are we doing today? Yeah, I'm still exploring economy. Where did I get up to yesterday? 87%. I'm trying to get this done in the next week. Get 100% it before Chasm comes out. Let's go to Leeway. Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of like when they were first released, obviously now, like I said, the characters changed from when they first developed the character, and they probably had the artifact sets ahead of, you know, because the artifact sets are a lot easier to develop than a character. It's just a thumbnail and stats that are added to the character that's having the item equipped. Whereas developing a character, you've got to, you know, think about it, you've got 3D model, you've got to do animations, you've got to do attack balancing, you know, like stats balancing, you got to get voice acting. So like developing a character, the actual character, takes a lot longer. So they probably developed the artifacts ahead of time, and then when they've got the character like on its final stages and it's on the test server and people are testing, and then they find things that are wrong with, you know, that they haven't play tested it enough themselves. That's why there's the test server. Then they'll go back and change that character, but then some of those changes, I think what happens is it means that the sets that they originally designed for them then can't be applicable anymore, because they've had to either boost or nerf certain stats to balance them. I think that's the way it works, because creating a new artifact set isn't difficult at all. It's just numbers in a database and making a thumbnail and writing some text, you know, description. And from what I gather, they're on a 6-week cycle of development for a new character. Like, so for example, like now, well, they're probably like, I think the way it works is that they'll have, say, like with Ayato, right, he's coming next week, but they will have actually finished their development of him, their so-called development of him, maybe 1 or 2 patches ago, and then since then they'll be refining it. but then the next character they'll be doing, we'll get in 1 or 2 months after, if you know what I mean. But the actual cycle that they've got has to be 6 weeks, because each banner is a 6-week cycle. We only get 1 new character per banner. Yeah, like thumbnails are like, I mean, sorry, artifacts are really easy to do. Like I said, it's just database stats. So that's what I used to do in IT. I used to be like an analyst to worked in databases on SQL. So that's not difficult at all. It's developing the character is the difficult part, and then so you more than likely you do the easy work first. Make the artifact sets, make the thumbnails for them, write the blurb for them, and then that's done. And then you're working on the character. But then if changes happen, like post-production, you know, like in test server and stuff, then what's easier to do? Is it easier to then try and make like adjust the artifact set, but then potentially you bring in problems for every other character that could use that artifact set for nerfs or buffs? So it's easier to leave the artifact set alone, and that's why I think, like, when Yoimiya came out, people thought Shimenawa was her set, but it wasn't meant to be, and that's why it doesn't work perfectly with her. But it's the closest, closest to best. And I think the issues with Yoimiya that we've seen, I think they were implemented in the test server, I think, to nerf something that they'd missed. So they to create a workaround, they broke her basically, or they could have like tried to like fix the set, the bolide set that was meant to be for her. But by doing that, then they'll potentially break numerous other characters, either making them too strong or too weak, who could be in that set. So that's how I think it works. And like I said, I used to work in database, and I used to work with like app developers on the company I work for. So I've worked with production, like, you know, like the development side of things. So I understand the crunch. Slightly different, like it wasn't for video games, but there's always a crunch when there's development, and you work alongside developers when you're doing the database stuff. Ah, the new Hakukin thing is unlocked. Hayakunin. I'm gonna wait though 3 more days and wait for it all to unlock, because I don't like doing a little bit here, a little bit there. I did the first stage yesterday. It was fun, but it was just over so quick, you know, like it was just done, and I was like, I want more. I can't have more. All right, I'll wait till it's all available. I don't know which domain to do. And there was another set as well. Let's have a look that I noticed. I was looking at them, the thumbnails. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to look through them. Where I thought that set has definitely been designed for a certain character, but then changes, you know, have been made to the character, which makes the set no longer viable for them as best in slot. I can't remember which one it was. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. This is what happens. I have too much free time sometimes when I'm with my kid, and I start looking at things like artifacts and reading the descriptions of them and stuff. Yeah, I'm see, from my job, I'm not like, I can code, but I'm not a coder. And my job was like my previous title was I was a system support analyst, so I'd have to know coding to analyze the code and then support. Like I was in between development, like the developers, and like the production and the people. So I basically was supporting in between. So my job would cover a lot of fields, but mainly it was the database work, and therefore I had to understand. Like SQL is kind of like code, but it's not an actual. It stands for like sequential query language, so they call it a language, but it's not quite code. But you can code with it, but then you're using the database as a back end rather than a front end, which can cause problems in production. I won't go into it, but anyway. So I've got like a little bit of understanding of how software gets developed, but I've never been a developer. Like my next career move would have either been to go to development or go to be a database admin. It was either or, but now all that's on hold, thankfully, and hopefully I won't ever need to go back to it because I didn't really enjoy it. Found it more of a headache. When I was younger, I enjoyed it because I started in support, and it was really enjoyable, kind of helping people, like fixing problems. But once you've kind of done that for like 20 years, you get tired of like fixing problems that other people have made. It's like stop making problems, and I won't have to be here fixing them. Yeah, it was. Yeah, computer science was a thing, but I didn't learn. I got into the IT sphere because I was studying design at college, graphic design. That was my thing, and back in those days, not a lot of people had PCs, and I got a PC quite young when I was 18 to be able to do my Photoshop and stuff at home, and then
Follow the wind.
through circumstances in my life, basically I became everyone's computer guy, and this was before like your generation were around. Your generation hugely computer literate. Back in those days when I was in my 20s, it was about 50-50. 50% of people were computer literate, 50% weren't. And so by just sort of like in my spare time, like going and helping people out, I actually got paid work. Like someone was like, well, I'll pay you to come and do this at my office if you can set up our network and all this shit. And then I got references, and then I actually got my first corporate job like a few years later at Fujitsu, and they trained me up basically in a lot of stuff and then I specialized later and went down paths in other companies. But yeah, so I learned like on the job or from bedroom, like learning at home, doing tutorials, doing guides, doing Udemy courses, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so my that's the reason I think like at this age, in my middle age, after doing like almost 2 decades in IT support, I got to that point where I actually hate it because it wasn't what I really wanted to do originally. I wanted to like do design, graphic work. Like I used to love drawing and stuff like that, but all of that died off when I became an IT guy. But it was all right. I mean, it's paid off, right? We've got the house has been paid up. Like I've got no mortgage. Like paid the house off. I had decent, good wage. I've brought good money in towards the end of my, before I stopped working. So it swings and roundabouts. But the more you're doing something you don't like doing, the more you end up getting pissed off with it, and that was exactly what happened to me. So yeah, I wouldn't. It was never a preference to go like into IT as a career. I never studied it. Except for, like I said, just at home doing online courses and stuff, or being taught stuff on the job. But so, what science are you
Time to go.
Are you studying, Potato? Because I have an interest in physics myself. It's just an interest. I need to condense resin, but yeah, I like physics. It sounds really weird, doesn't it? I sit around really. When I used to have time, it's been a while now since we've had the kid, but I used to enjoy reading physics papers. Alright. Round and round and round and round. Where are we gonna go? Oh, that's gonna be the Hakunin. I guess we're gonna go to the iridescent domain for you, Kazuha. What's my wife saying? Alright. Hey, Robbie. What's going on? Did the stream stop or something? It seems like everyone just disappeared. I was talking to myself. Checking Trovo. It's alright. Alright. What to do, I think. Ah, cool, you're here. I think I'm gonna go Viridescent Domain. I think that will be our choice today. That's the wrong one, isn't it? It's that one. I always want to know interesting things, Robbie. Always. I should probably take Venti instead of Kazuha.
Give me a moment to compose
That's right.
myself.
If he's got his burst up, it'll be better. If he hasn't, it'll be worse. He does have his burst up. Good. No one else does though.
Time for takeoff. Judgment. Hold the line. Whirling snow.
And give me something good for my Kaidahara. I don't think my Kazuha actually needs anything. It's not bad.
There you are, eavesdropper. Think you can get away? Brace yourself. You
Oh gosh.
rest and rebuild. Embrace the ice. Over here. Take flight.
The wrong test subject.
Nah, it happens though, doesn't it, dude? I had days of that. No, there was just like no upgrade. I think this might be one of those days on this account. Maiden Beloved set as well. It's like just a oh crap.
Time for takeoff. Here we go. Hold the line. Judgment. Punishment. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Yeah.
Defense. Oh. Okay, that might be good. Hotel. So EM, crit rate, HP. But she's probably already got something banging already.
Wouldn't glide
You,
any faster.
Venti. Do a bit of advertising for Mahoya for the next patch. Play a bit of Venti.
Think you can get away? Light out. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
That's not bad. If I could get EM on that. That's just the luck, isn't it, Rose? that Robbie's talking about. Sometimes you get the best luck. Like me yesterday, I got both the pieces I needed on separate accounts that I'd been farming for weeks. But then there was just like weeks of not only not getting the piece, but not really getting any sidestep upgrades as well. Just
Time for takeoff. Let's play. Shiver.
oh, that took ages. 37. I've only been. Yeah, I really need hero wits, but I've got other priorities. This is rubbish. You know what? I think I was meant to do something else today on Saturday, wasn't I? I was meant to farm for upgrading someone's weapon. I think that was my plan. And I've just wasted all my resin on nonsense. Not you. Yours is done. Not that. It might be Kokomi's donut actually. So I'm trying to build two builds for Kokomi, like DPS build with the clam set and a support build with Thrilling Tales and Millilith. Was it Deluxe weapon? Okay. Venti we got done on Friday because he was a Thursday, Friday dude. So he's 80-90 now. Yeah, it's probably Wolf Gravestone. These, yeah. But I'm not in a rush, so I'm just building this, and I've been building D-Look in the side, like just while I was in Crimson Witch, because I was getting so many pieces. Whenever Hu Tao got an upgrade, he got her hand-me-downs basically. So, and just from that, he's at alright stats. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's alright. What's his attack? It's a bit low because the weapon's only level 60. But yeah, I think I can wait for that. Yeah, and where he's C2 as well. That's why I want to not sort of put him to the side. He is indeed, Rose. Venti is coming back in 10 days. It's going to be Venti and Ayato first, and then the second banner is just going to be Ayaka on it by herself. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know how many I've got. Wishes. Let's have a look. So normally I convert them. I got 10. That's how many I've got. I got 10. And I've got no pity as well because I just got Kokomi like a week ago or something. Oh wait, where's the history? Yeah, like I've got no pity, and I'm on 50-50. This is my fourth 50-50. I won 3 in a row so far. So, but that's okay. I mean, on this account, I pretty much know that I'm gonna spend money if I want like a character or something. But on the other account, I've been like very good. I've got everything ready. I'm at 75 pity. It is a 50-50. I've got 110 wishes sitting to the side. So if I lose a 50-50, I still can get Kazaha. And I've got the Iron Sting ready for him. I've started farming more the Viridescence domain now for him. Yeah, I'm gonna see. It depends how. It depends on two things for me about the Mistsplitter. So it should. I mean, it should be on. You know, it should be the weapon banner with Ayaka. But it's two things about it. Is one is how much better is Ayato's sword, or is it better? You know, because I don't know anything about that weapon, and it looks really fucking nice. I like the design not much more than I like the design of the Mistsplitter. So that's my quandary. Like, which weapon would I be going for? And I'm definitely going to go for Ayato. But on the weapons, I'm going to wait a bit and, you know, watch some YouTube people, like the whales, you know, who spend a lot of money and they can work out if the sword is good or not quickly. And then I might be getting Ayato's weapon and skipping this split, or I'm not going to be able to get two. I'm not going to be able to get a character and two weapons. That's just going to that goes above my threshold. You know, I've got a certain amount that I won't spend more than on Genshin a month, and yeah, that'll go, because on the weapon banner I always lose, so I'd have to go two epitomized paths twice. And potentially I'm going to lose the 50-50 getting Ayato as well. That's just a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, if it is, you know, like if it is very niche like that, I won't be getting it, because as I was explaining the other day, the reason I got Engulfing Lightning is because it's viable with many characters, and I want the good weapon, the 5-star weapons that I can interchange easily with other characters, rather than just a niche one that's always going to stay on one character. Even though I probably will just leave the weapon majority of the time on the signature character, it's just nice to have options with a weapon, especially like a 5-star one. And for me and my luck with it, you know, where I lose my epitomized paths every time. I don't want to put that sort of amount of resources in for a weapon that only one character is going to be able to use efficiently. That just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just too much. I have like a monthly budget that I don't go above with all video games, but because I only play Genshin these days, I don't have time for Genshin. I can put more money into Genshin than I would normally. I have a set budget for like all video games if I buy a new game or if I'm buying something in a game, and I don't go above that budget because it's what I've set, do you know what I mean, for myself. And I don't need to, I don't fall into like I'm old, right? I don't fall into like the hype train of stuff, you know, like, oh, the hype, I gotta get that thing. I'm not like that. I can quite easily, why can't I kill these bushes? That's weird.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, Venti can kill them. Yeah, the Mist Splitter is a good all-round sword. That's why I want it. It's very good on many people. That's why I wanted the Jade Cutter as well. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't get that. But that was what made me decide. It was the second time since I've been playing the Jade Cutter was on a banner during Yae Miko's banner, and I didn't get it. And I was just like, when I saw Shogun coming around, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get the weapons now, and to hell with if I get the other weapon that's on the weapon banner, which I did. Of course I got Kokomi's donut, but that's how I like plan it out. I plan for the worst, so I plan that I will lose 2 times getting the weapon, and that way if it ever comes early, I'll be happy, right? But it's never come early since they put the epitomized path in. I've always gone two of two. I've never got the weapon early. So I don't know if the epitomized path thing is a scam, but from my experience, it is a scam. But I'm not in big enough data set for you to make objective decisions over. You can't really rationalize one person's account being what's the word I'm looking for? Being representative of everyone's luck, you know. Because before the epitomized path, I got Kazuha's Freedom Sworn on like the first time I tried it. I didn't get any other weapons, and I got it like under 65 pity as well. And that was the only 5-star weapon I pulled for before the epitomized path came out. And since then, I think I've pulled on it 3 or 4 times, and every time I've lost, and I've gone 2 of 2. It's fun, Rose. We've got to do a bit of gardening. You know, we've got to keep these bushes under bay. You can't have the wildlife taken over. Someone's got to come and do it. Apparently it's a crit sword with elemental damage bonus passive. Okay. I'll bet after I finish streaming I'll go and have a look at it. If there's information, if there's leaks, I'll go and have a look. But the design of it looks really nice. I thought when I saw it in the live stream, watched Ayato using it, I thought that looks really nice. It's a shame they didn't make Ayato look that nice. I really don't like his design very much. He really looks like a sailor. Or, you know, like an admiral in the Navy or something. If he had like one of those Navy hats on, a white hat, he would definitely look like he's in the Navy. Right, I better do something instead of killing these bushes. Sorry. I just get caught up sometimes. I've got 20 resin. What should we do? 20 resin. I'm so used to going here. Let's just click on it and like, I should go here. No, we don't need anything from there anymore. Don't go there. Let's try this. So I've got to do one more run here. I make that mistake so much, you know, when there's something else I have to do with my resin and I just go and condense it straight away and then I can't do what I was meant to do, you know, like with a world boss or weapon ascension stuff, all that kind of stuff where you can't use condensed resin. I make that mistake so often. Okay, let's do one quick run of this place. Luckily this doesn't take very long, this domain.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
You can't run!
Lights out.
Take flight! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it, Rose, but like I said, like yesterday when I did it, the first stage, I had a lot of fun, but it was just over too soon. I wanted more, and I was like, well, I've got to wait a bit of time for it to unlock. That's rubbish. Look how bad this is. It is fun. I like that. Hayakunin? Hayakunin? Hayakunin. Alright, let's see if we did get anything for Kazaha. I don't think we did. Start with the flower. Viridescent. Where are you? Viridescent Veneria. That's not very good what he's got. He's got EM on it though. Look, all the rolls went into attack percent and one roll went into EM. Alright, let's take this up to 4. Give me EM or crit damage on this, come on. And I'll level it up further. Defense. No, we're not doing anything with that. Right, what we got on this? 14% crit damage, 7% crit rate. Okay. Okay. And okay. Alright, we got 2, I could take up to 4. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Don't give me any rolls into the HP, please. And if that HP could have been EM, it would be like perfect stats. Damn you, game. The one stat I don't want. I think it's all going to go into HP. I'm not going to continue with that yet. Sometimes I just get a feeling, and usually it ends up being right. Come on. Here we go. See, it wants to give me HP at the minute. You want me to have HP. Don't want HP. Yeah, but I just got HP on this as well. That's why I think the way it works is like I might like. You must have noticed this, right? You know, you're leveling an artifact, and then you get a roll into crit, and the next one goes into crit, and the next one goes into crit, and then you get your god tier artifact. And I think it works like it sends out the same like stats for a period of time. So if you're upgrading quickly, you get the same one. I think that's how it works. So now I've given it a bit of time. Let's go to this and take it up to 12 and see if we still get HP. It might be like just hocus pocus mumbo jumbo, you know, that I'm saying here, but more like conspiracy theory stuff. But that's just my experience. And if you keep doing it, you'll keep getting the bad stat. Whereas if you take a little break, I don't know if this break's been long enough. We'll see now. There we go. We got crit rate. I mean, again, it's not definitive. Right? It's not like a. I'm at fodder. Let's start using some of that Maiden's Beloved stuff. Yeah, I can go. I can go. Keep that. I can go. At 16, what are you going to give me? Fucking HP. Alright, I'm going to take a break from it now. Oh, I might have money as well. What's he got on now? 14% and 7. Yeah, it's not going to be better, is it? It'd need one roll into crit damage. And even then it would have to be the max roll. And it still wouldn't be better. Yeah, we'll leave that there for now. What are you wearing, Venti? We'll take that up. The problem is, I need like EM. You know, like as one of the subs. I can't just have the crit stats. Oh, this is bad, man. Look at that. But I just don't have options here. That's bad. But main stat EM, but it's still bad. That's pretty bad as well. How's this bad? They're all bad. I've got no other attack ones. Alright, fine. It's a shame that's the only sub worth its weight here is EM. That's got potential, but that flat HP is going to mess things up. It's a low roll, isn't it? Onto EM. Yeah. I haven't got options here. 10% crit, 27% crit damage. Probably his best piece. That one, the hat will be hard to replace. Man, if that could have had EM on it instead of defense. Anyway, what are we gonna do now? I suppose I've got dailies to do, haven't I?
Want me to come along?
Do. Oh, we've got one here. Okay, it's interesting.
Judgment!
Was that it? It was boring. Hey, I think I'm going to try and do a bit of economia after the dailies. I really do enjoy this team. I'm wondering how much better it'll be when Shenhe comes back around and I replace Rosaria with Shenhe. The damage output should be a lot better. But the only thing is I'll miss the dash. I like Rosaria's dash. She's good to have as like the first character, like for opening dashes in. I've always been a fan of characters that have dashes like that, and dash in behind the opponent on any sort of game I play. It's usually like assassin classes and all that, or off tanks, DPS tanks. This way. Is that water? Nope. It's 2 done. Oh. I'm just gonna microwave my tea because it's gone cold. I'll be right back.
Everything is negotiable, except overtime. Is Sucrose worth building if you have Kazuha? I think it's good to have like 2 swirlers, because you never know when one of them might be tied up in a team. Work hard and
So,
live each day to the fullest.
Yes, but then you're going to get Venti, aren't
That's what
you?
life in Mondstadt is all about,
So
isn't it?
that's the only reason I haven't built Sucrose on this account, is because I got Venti here. But I prefer Sucrose. I think Sucrose is better than Venti. That's my honest opinion. C6 Sucrose I think is better than a C0 Venti. So it's up to you really. But I think Sucrose has more versatility in the groups she can fit in and what she can do, whereas Venti I think is just a one-trick pony. He can do one thing and he does that very well, better than anyone else can do. But that's all he's good for.
Don't we have a job to do?
That's my opinion on that subject. Like I've said it a few times on the stream. Like I wouldn't have, if I'd known what I know now,
about like those three characters, and if I didn't want to have all the Archons, I wouldn't have pulled for Venti, because I use him so infrequently now, and I only use him now a little bit because I got that Elegy of the End bow. Otherwise, I would just not be using him. I'd just be using Kazuha and potentially building Sucrose. Well, I mean, I understand that because I want all the Archons as well, but it is kind of redundant. You end up just having a character that sits there for most of the time. Like the only reason I just used him now in that instance is because all those mobs are spaced out. I could have just run Kazuha in the middle and he could have just swirled them up and sucked them in. Done the same job, but just because it's from range. And for the Elegy buff to proc, you need to hit them with the burst or elemental skill a few times to get the stacks. So that's why it made sense just putting him in there. But look, as soon as I got out to the open world, I changed back to Kazuha. So situationally you can use him, but is he worth building over Sucrose? If you just want him for the collection and you're happy not to build him, I'd say don't build him and build Sucrose. If your Sucrose is like fully like constellationed, GC6, yeah, I think she's better. I think it's also her playstyle. Like her playstyle, you actually play Sucrose. With Venti, you just literally just come on, you do his E, you do his Q. Or you do his Q, you do his E, which are, like one of the variations of just pressing two buttons. And yeah, maybe what's the constellation where he fires 3 arrows? Is that C1? Maybe that would make me actually play him and do charge shots with him into his burst, but I'm not going to bother getting it. Yeah, it's the for C1. He fires three arrows instead of one with each shot. I mean, that's quite good as C2 resistance decrease, but I'm not going to bother getting any go for any constellations on him. Right, where was I going? Dailies. Go and do the one over here first. Must be over there, right? Yep. Beautiful sky. They do the skylines really well in this game. The clouds, the sun, the reflections on the water, all looks awesome. No, you can go DPS Venti, but it's not very good. I think have I crowned Venti's burst? I might have crowned his burst. I wouldn't mind crowning his burst. I haven't. He's a 489. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I used a crown on his burst. It'd probably make me play him a bit more, even But it's like I was saying, the reasons for me to play him aren't him. It's I've got this weapon. If I crown his burst, it's not him that makes me want to play him. It's not his skill set. It's not how he plays. It's not his design. Certainly not his design.
My lucky day.
One with nature.
My
Take
blade
flight.
is a fairy. To the fairy.
Billowing surge.
Into the wind.
Yeah! Shiver! Allow me! Whirling snow!
Falling leaves. Adorn my night. Yes.
Yeah, it used to be called Shotgun Venti, DPS Venti back in the day. Shotgun Venti. Because Fisher was the machine gunner, Venti was the shotgunner.
Time to go.
But yeah, it doesn't look fun to play either. Again, I think that's just something to do with, like, for me it's the ranged character thing that I was talking about before. I'm just so not into the ranged characters. The bow characters a little bit, but the catalyst ones probably just, I think it's something to do with their lack of range as well. The catalysts have, you know, less range than the bows, so they feel a bit more, feels like I use catalysts more often than not within melee range, so it's like, what's the point? I might as well use melee characters. I think it's quite a popular like opinion as well in Genshin. From what I see, most people like the sword gameplay. You know, like most people short swords, then probably second it's claymores, and then it's bows, and lastly catalyst.
Time to go.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about spears. I think spears is probably second. Because with spears you get like a fast sort of attack play style. Animations and stuff, kind of like a short sword, but not quite. Let's have a look. Yeah, so they're nice, fast, fluid animations. Yeah, they're faster. They're definitely faster. Enough of that. I'm gonna aggro these guys because I want to fight. Come on. Call your friends. Oh, that guy's falling off. He's stuck. He's stuck in the water. Are you stuck down there, bro? You need a hand? There you go.
Hold the line! My apologies! You can't
I mean, like, if like you know what you said, where you're not going to build Venti, then I would say yeah, definitely build Sucrose. But if you have any intention to play Venti, then you've got to build him basically. So then saying no, I don't think it's worth having two built swirl characters because you're only going to maximum be using two. Do you know what I mean? And that's if both teams require that. And most of the time both teams don't. Most of the time you only need one. So, but then there are sort of niche cases where you will need two.
allow me! Whirling snow!
I mean, a good way to sort of hell Robbie is like when you get Venti, keep him at the same level as your Sucrose. And just sort of play them both a little bit, you know, doing the same role, dropping them in, dropping them out, and see which one you prefer. Because maybe you'll prefer Venti's play. You know, like we're all different. We all have different opinions of what's fun. So maybe you will enjoy Venti's play style. I don't think the C6 is important with her, is it? I've got to check because I say C6 because that's my criteria for building 4 stars. Okay, it is quite good. You get 20% elemental damage bonus during, I think, her burst. Is that her burst? I don't know what the names are. Yeah, during her burst. Anyone that she switches to gets 20% elemental damage bonus. Hello, CA. How's it going? Increase the level of... Oh, we know what C5 is, sorry. I'll just go C4. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's all right. Just reduce this cooldown. C2. Duration of the burst is increased, and C1 is just doing an additional charge, isn't it? So I don't think you need C6, to be honest. It's just 20% extra addition, like elemental damage for your party members. I think they have to be within her burst. Oh wait, let me read it again. I didn't have a look properly. I really want to build her on this account, Robbie, but I don't have the resources and I don't have the need for it. So, where was it? A constellation. All party members gain it. Alright, so as soon as she does it for the duration of her burst, basically. Right, well, I mean, one constellation away, she's bound to come on the shop, or, you know, be on a banner where you can probably snipe one of her. But I would say, like play them both, dude. Like, wait till you get Venti, and then take them both up to like level 20 or 40 or something like that. With the same sort of level weapon. And also, you know, like the really good bonus with Sucrose as well, she can use Thrilling Tales. That book is probably the best catalyst in the game, to be honest. Like, with Thrilling Tales, you can, you know, be using her as support. Like, full support, I mean. Or you can use her with Sacrificial Fragments, which gives her an extra charge on her E when it procs. And that's more DPS build, but I wouldn't say specifically DPS. I would say DPS stroke support, because you're also then being a battery. She can battery so much. Like Sucrose with Sacrificial Fragments, I think she makes, is it 5 particles per charge of the E? So that's like 15 particles she can make if it procs, and that's quite valuable. That's why I wish she could heal, because then I could use her to actually battery Zhao properly. Because Jean, I'm not happy with her batterying of Zhao, even with Sacrificial Sword. She doesn't generate enough particles, like 2 to 3 per hit of her E, whereas Sucrose just generates so many. But again, no healing obviously is a problem, because Zhao is always on life support. Yeah, I'm looking forward to farming out a set for Zhao, with a new set when it comes out. I'm looking forward to that. He feels like a character I didn't have to like build, because I already had the Viridescent pieces and I already had the Gladiator pieces sitting there, and I didn't do any farming for him. And Ganyu's another one, because I had the Wanderer's Troop pieces sitting there. I don't feel like for those two characters I've done any farming. I've just sort of had the stuff lying around. What's this? Oh yeah, let me just get my free 20k, because I'm so broke at the minute. This is actually going to help me if I just copy this link and get 20k. Right, there we go. I think he will as well. I think if you've got the same stats, like 2-piece VV and 2-piece Glad or Shimanoa, I think the new set will outperform it. Because 66% attack is quite a bloody lot. And you only really use like Zhao in his burst mode, other than to, you know, generate particles for himself with his E. The uptime as well of
of the set. What's it called again? I forgot what it's called. Tried to remember its name for the stream, but I've forgotten. But yeah, I think he will as well. It's just that I think a lot of Zhao's, because my Zhao's not that min-maxed, is he? He's decent, but he's not great. 6160 is decent, not great. So, but so I think that'll be not too difficult to get similar stats within a few weeks of farming. But for those people that have really min-maxed their Zhao's, you know, they'll be more difficult for them to replace their pieces with, you know, new set ones. What am I doing? I'm just running around not doing anything. I really want to do this, but it's annoying because it's not gonna be fun. Like, I'm gonna finish it and get platinum and then just be bored waiting for the next stage to unlock. Let's check it up here. Nah, I want to do it all in one day. I want to have fun, like, because I'll do one and I'll just get bored. This unlocks in 14 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So what's the day? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it'll be Tuesday, and Tuesdays I have free, like today, to play. So I'd rather do it. They give me something to do on Tuesday as well, content-wise, because I've run out of things to do quite quickly now. There's no BP to farm, and I just end up running around like killing the bushes, like Rose was saying. Why are you killing the bushes? Because there's nothing actually for me to do in game. But I don't want to end the stream. I'm just hanging out, chatting. Might as well just kill some bushes. I wish they'd release more wings as well. We got such a small selection of wings. I mean, I'm missing two sets of wings. This one and the KFC wings. But I mean, the KFC ones are ugly, and these ones look pretty nice. They'd probably go well on Ganyu. Ayaka maybe, but none of these really match Rosaria's outfit. Oh, it's windy out there. I suppose that might turn around, Rosie. Shame you can't spin the character model around and they got the wings on. Yeah, it kind of does, but it's the wrong color scheme. That just doesn't. Doesn't. Definitely doesn't. We need more wing skins. And that, like, wings shouldn't take long to develop either. This is something I don't get. Like, look at wings. Like, are you telling me these are hard for them to make? Yeah, she hasn't got any of the matches, so that's why I just leave her on these. Same with Diluc, I left him on these, because, like, the characters that wear predominantly black, they're the only wings that really go with them are these ones. Alright, let's just do this, because it suddenly got sunny. Make it a bit easier for you to see me. Alright, what are we going to do? Oh, I've got some level up stuff. Who was I leveling up? You. And stay 70-80 actually. I wonder about that set on Diluc. It's taking, I mean, he takes damage, like, you know, like, the problem is, the difference between him and Zhao is, like, Zhao can be shielded, activate his burst, and lose HP that way, so it'll proc the set effect. But obviously, if Diluc's shielded, he can't proc the set effect, he's not going to take damage. That's my only thinking with Diluc using that set. So you'd have to, like, take damage first, switch to shield or put shields up, and then go back to Diluc. I mean, you could do it. I think it's probably easier for me to just stay with Crimson Witch with him anyway. Yeah, his stats aren't that bad. I mean, obviously need more crit rate, but
Considering I put 0 effort in, and he's just had Hu Tao's hand-me-downs, it's alright. What are you at, Hu Tao? Yeah, that's alright. I'm quite happy with that. 69222. He needs work. I need to do work on him. Yeah. He's just about passable. Yeah, I guess we're going to be going back to the Husk domain as well at some point next week. It doesn't matter what stats she's got. Mona, I don't play you anymore. Tartaglia, let's see what your stats are. No, she's only little. She needs defense. it's just wherever the roles have gone out, isn't it? Like wherever the roles have gone, they've gone there. Like that's only got like flat 16. That's got 5.1. 6%. She must just have innate high defense as it is, which makes sense because if you're going to develop a character that's optimal at being under 50% HP, then you need to give her a bit more survivability. So I guess giving her a high base defense, you know, balances it out a bit. And your BP's at level 20, Rose. I'm so jealous. Mine is all gone. All gone. At least you've got some time to finish it off. So, how long is left on this BP? I really want the next one. You got just over a week, Rose. I don't know if you can finish it from level 20. I think he's playing Geo Traveler. If my memory is correct, yeah, it's Geo. Yeah, Robbie was telling me that it does good damage, just like you were, Rose. And I told him that's exactly what Rose was telling me as well. Because obviously I don't have my Traveller built, so I can't really test it myself, but you two both seem to have got the same conclusion from building him. What shall I do? It's just annoying, there's nothing to do. I don't think I saw Tubby, did I? I might have actually. Damn. Where is Kokomi? Artifacts. The artifacts are not enhanced. I need a HP hat for you. Why are you wearing this? I bet I don't have a HP Millilith hat. Oh, I don't have any bloody Millilith hats. Defense. Why are you going? Okay. HP 8 plus 2. That's true. Oh yeah, I've got Inconomia to finish exploring. That's what I was going to do. I was just sitting there thinking I've got nothing to do. I haven't finished exploring Inconomia. I think I was down here. Let's get on with this. Alright, alright, alright. Let's have a look, see. Might have done this island actually. Yeah, I think I can remember being here, so let's just double check. Oh god, we're gonna have stamina issues. Made it.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
Yeah, there's nothing here, just some floaters. More floaters. Oh, there's a little thing down there.
You can't run.
I must remain calm. Into the wind. Never
Whoa,
again.
you can see its HP.
Yeah. Shiver. Torrent, bring refuge. Let's move out.
Aha, so there's something here. Okay. I'm just gonna kill more of these floaters because I need their drops. And there's a lot of them here. I can aggro all of them together.
Judgment.
I'm stuck. It's too many floaters.
The wind knows me.
My apologies. Sakura swirl.
It's fine. Into the wind.
Ha! Yeah.
And yeah, she's actually in support gear at the minute, but she's in her burst, right? She's got Thrilling Tales and Millilith on, and the Millilith isn't fully plussed. In her burst, or you might have seen, she's hitting for like 3 to 4k with support stuff, but a level 60 Thrilling Tales, you know, like nothing great. I should change her gear, try and I'll put it up to this. I'll try her with the clam set and the donut. But the donut's not leveled up. Actually, that's fine. I think the donut's at level 60, so it's a good comparison. There's a Thrilling Tales is at 60. Let's switch this. It's a level 60 Thrilling Tales. Donut's level 50. Okay, it's 10 levels lower. Artifacts. I'm guessing it was this that I was using. Switch. Just got that on. Let's spin that one. It's got HP. HP. can just stay in a full set. We'll try her now and see what she's like when I get her her burst is up. Right, let's find some mobs. Let's see what she does. Let's go down this hole. The big hole. Any mobs down here? Nope. We'll have to test when we can actually find some mobs. Yeah. So, what is going on here? Let's change day to night.
The wind knows me.
Okay. I have no idea what this thing is about. Yeah, I'm already annoyed by this. Were you watching this animation, Robbie? No, you told me about it like months ago when I first started coming to Economia, and it is annoying. Right, so that place has got a roof now. It looks like we can still get down this tunnel, so let's go up.
One with nature.
Yeah, it is quite annoying. They could have just put that skip button in there that, you know, they have for the bosses and for domains. Well, I'm 6 months later and I'm still waiting for my skip all dialogue button. Just don't want to read any of your dialogue on my way out. I want to skip all. So this is just like nothing up here. It's just like a whole lot of nothing. I guess so.
Follow the wind.
Well, you must have like 100%ed it, right? You've got all the exploration done. I would expect you have. Hopefully. I mean, considering that it seems to be, you know, like, it seems to that it's going to link on to with it's Dainsleif, isn't it? Dainsleif's going to take us there. So hopefully it will. I think it's Dainsleif going to take us there. Or is he coming in the patch after? I don't remember. I don't know where to check now. What's my percentage? I've definitely checked all around here. What about this little island here? Let's try and get to that little island. Yeah, I thought you would have 100%ed it. The hole.
Into the wind.
There's that island I want to get to. Yep.
The wind knows me.
It's not really very important to 100% places. On my other account, I don't have any, not a single region is 100%, none of them, 100%. But on this account, I do try and do everything. The only problem that I had was like when shortly after Inazuma got released is when my life changed basically from working and playing in the evenings to taking care of my son full time, which you'd think it would mean I'd have more hours to play in a day, right? I'm at home all day, but I don't. I actually have less hours to play a day. So I haven't, like all the Inazuma stuff took me ages to get to 100%, and then, I mean, this is still not 100% now in Konami. There's nothing on this island. Well, I'd like to get this 100% just so that when the chasm comes out, I don't. There's nothing I've missed. I just, you know what I think about? I think about all the resources that are on my other account, like all the treasure chests, all the world quests, all the shit I haven't done. There must be so much primos just like waiting to be had on that account, but no time to do any of it. How did you find it? The first stage I didn't think was too difficult, but obviously I haven't tried the stage that's currently available.
Lights out. Wind strider.
Hold uphill battle. Take flight.
What are we observing? Like, those blue flames aren't there anymore. I've done that quest already. That was good. A whole lot of nothing. I'm pretty sure I searched this island thoroughly. All these islands. Yeah, I need to do story quests as well. That's another thing I could have done. I started Ito's story quest and haven't. Well, I started the quest because it activated by talking to Catherine, but since then I haven't done any part of it. Oh, there's frogs. Big frog. Where's the other frog? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, it is. It's not difficult.
Into the wind.
Whirling snow.
Thank you.
The wind knows me.
Take
These
flight.
guys. Alright, who's healing him? Who's getting healed from somewhere?
Allow me. Whirling snow.
Alright, let me just check and see when the missus is coming home. Yeah, I think I searched this island when I came here for the quest. Actually, you know what? I should do Ito's story quest within the next week because I might be prevented from doing some Ayato stuff because they know each other, don't they, in the storyline? So I don't want to take that risk of logging in on patch day and it's saying, to progress in this quest, you must first complete this. You must first do this. And I just haven't done it. Yeah, nothing here. Let's go back to the... Where is it? What's that floating? That was one of those blue things. Let's go back to the main islands here. Have a look around. Start down here. Lord. Alright, good. Sorry, one second. I am. Right, story quests. Yeah, so I've got Ito's. Whose is this one? That's the Raiden Shogun one. The second part of the Raiden Shogun one. I think I've got more. How do I get to that screen? It's been so long since I story quest though. There's a button that says it. So I haven't even unlocked the Amiko's yet. And oh, there's hangout for Yunjin. These are hangouts, aren't they? Yeah, I need to do all of this shit. Look at all this. 05, 05, 05, 05, 06, 06, 05, 912. Barbara, right? I've completed all the endings with Barbara. I think she was the first one released. And again, this was when I started releasing these when I had more time to play every day. So I was doing these. Yeah, and I got onto Noel, and then, yeah, just didn't get any further. These. Yeah, I suspect so, Robbie. I suspect so. Because you know, like any kind of requirement that they can put in, they put it in to make you do more in the game, you know, like to halt your progress so you don't just jump ahead and to get time gate you basically. Yeah, that's what they do. So I think it is probably better for me to do that Ito story quest some point soon. Oh, this is a good spot for ruin guards. Where is this? I must remember that. There's 3 of them. Oh, excuse me.
You can't run.
Oh yeah, we're going to test out Komi, weren't we? Right, let me just do this setup.
Covenants of the deep.
What's she hitting for? 3.5.
Allow me.
Oh gosh.
Uphill battle. Judgment. What a nuisance.
Clouds. The birds.
Billowing surge.
3.7k. So it's not even that much different than with the Millelith set when she's in burst mode. That's basically the same damage. And I'll be honest, I prefer her with Thrilling Tales and Millelith because it just amps Ayaka so much. I'm like, my Ayaka does like more than double the damage that she was doing with her normal and charge attacks with the old freeze team. So, and part of it is having someone in Millelith, that 20% attack buff from Millelith. Where is it? Tenacity of the Middle-earth. Kokomi does around the same. This set was actually doing more. She was hitting for 3.7. The other set was hitting for 3.4 in her burst, which makes sense because the clam set is for her to get that extra, get that bubble, you know, that gives extra damage. Well, no, but actually that procs is physical damage, doesn't it? It's white number damage, that. Anyway, it's hard to judge at the minute because the enhancement on the pieces, the artifacts, are not equal. I'll have to wait till they're both sets are plus 20, and the donut's only level 50, not level 60. So again, it's hard to actually gauge properly. Well, you don't need that, do you? Because that's not going to help you. Yeah, she's going to need this more. These stats are for her. These stats are not for her. That one. HP. What's this? Attack. Don't need that. You want HP. Stick with that. And here we want one with 2 HP and EM. That's right. It's a shame I haven't got a HP one of these. And switch to Thrilling Tales. Alright, you know what? I'm going to try it with the donut, but with Middle-earth instead of...
Hold the line.
It also wasn't a good test, Rob, because like I wasn't fighting Ruin Guards before. You know, like, different mobs have different resistances. A real test, you're going to have to do it has to be done on the same mob with same enhancement of gear. I was lucky I was up here. I was just coming up here to have a look around. What are these guys doing? Like these hilly shells to those slimes? Those poor little slimes, they look so scared. But the hilly shells just look like they're dancing around them. They're not really like... They might be serenading them. No idea what the hilly shells get up to. There's always something. Alright, what are you two doing over there? By yourselves? Hello?
Allow me.
The wind knows me.
Punishment.
One with nature.
Take flight.
I wonder if I should go to that little island. Oh, there's stuff down here. It's more hilly shells.
Rest and rebuild.
Alright, come get your burst up, Kokomi, so we can...
Covenant of the deep.
As expected, she's doing... But that's weird. Hang on. I wonder if it's because Thrilling Tales substat is HP as well. This is 32%. And where's Thrilling Tales? There it is. Oh, it's only 25%. We'll do... Let's go and fight those other hilly chills that are upstairs. It looks like there's a drop in there. Oh, I can open this. Oh, I don't have a secret room key. There's a drop there. I can pick up through the wall. Go and kill those other hilly-chills and see now with thrilling tales what damage she does. Oh, I don't have my burst. Any other mobs to build burst on?
Let's move out.
Oh, yeah, over here. There we go.
Allow me.
Right, let's finish these guys.
The wind
Come on,
knows me.
go and fight that big group. Oh, I wanted to change it to... Is that with the burst there, Robbie? Or... Yeah, it's with the burst, isn't it? There, that's not too much on with burst. But what are your stats good? Like what? You know what's your build? Oh,
Time to go.
You can't run.
Time to go. One with nature.
Rest and rebuild. Torrent, bring refuge.
yeah, she's doing less with this. Oh no, these aren't hilly chills. Shit, where's the hilly chill?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Burst. Build her burst again. I mean, at the minute it is comparable, but yeah, the DPS build and set is doing a bit more, but
Let's move out.
it does have like a lot less enhancements for artifact than the Millilith set she's wearing. So really, I'm going to need to farm Millilith. Her ocean set is pretty okay, but I need like a HP circlet for Millilith, the main. Which is fine because I think my Diona needs a few better Millilith pieces as well, and Zhongli can always take an upgrade when he gets it. Oh yeah, though that's pretty low. If you got those stats and you're doing 22k damage with your burst, that 22k is pretty low for those stats. Wouldn't you agree? I think that's pretty low. On characters with good scaling, those stats would do. Right, so let's have a look. You're 53,145. I think that's around my Zhongli, something like that. Let's have a look. Right, so I've got like less stats than you, right, on my Zhongli, and his meteor hits between 70 and 100k depending on what buffs are going on. So that's like a big difference. Between 22k.
Into the wind.
Alright, go. We'll swell first.
The wind knows me.
Oh, they're gonna die from Kazaha.
Covenant of the deep.
Yeah, she's doing about half the damage with this set and weapon than she was with the other set and weapon, which is to be expected. Alright, let's have a look around. Did I change? Wait, it's daytime now, isn't it? Yeah. Let's change it back to night. I wonder if is there something up there? Oh yeah, change it to night, because that's when the ghosts turn up, isn't it? Nighttime. No, my drop.
Into the wind. Time to go.
You can't run.
One with nature.
Rest and reboot. My apologies.
These have been unlocked, right? Yeah. What are those hilly chills up to? Doing some dancing. Oh, they're digging and dancing.
Judgment. Shiver.
The wind knows me.
Nothing here. Those slimes, I was wondering what they were. I couldn't see them properly. It's really sunny here, so hard to see things on the screen. It looks like I've done this. Just check. Wait just a minute. What's happened? Fell down a sneaky little hole. Right. Snake statue. The giant serpent. Bloody pots. Let me get back up to where I was. It's really hard for me to see because it's so bright in here. Too bright. There's no path up that way.
Follow the wind.
I just can't get up there. Really, Kazuha? It's annoying. I need to change the day-night cycle. Oh,
Time to go.
the stairs that take me back up, great. Could have just gone up the stairs. Adonis, I'm here to take your chest.
A fateful offer.
Secret room key, great. Where was the secret room? I don't remember that. Does he have anything to say to me? Oh, no, it's just telling me off. Oh. Okay, so there's force fields up now. Anyway. We try and get back to that secret room. Where was it? It was around here somewhere, I believe. That's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm like not really doing anything. I mean, obviously I am exploring, but it's a whole lot of nothing really. I mean, I don't have much to do. What's my percentage? 88%. I've got like 12% worth of stuff to find.
Time to go.
It's nice to just chill. It is a shame though that, you know, like you run out of things to do. Don't remember where that secret room was. Or was it over there? I think it was over there.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Confirm. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the smashing pots is a thing anymore in Genshin. I think the developers have gotten over that. Hiding secrets behind pots that need to be smashed. Didn't set it off.
Into the wind.
This looks really familiar. I think I've been here. Well, it's just the same assets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been in here. Oh, there's a barrier. Bye bye, Rose. Have a nice day. It was nice to see you again, by the way. I didn't see you for a while. And yeah, catch you on the next one, hopefully. I die quite a lot, Robbie. That's why I like Genshin as well. It's so casual that you don't get punished for mistakes like deaths and, you know. So I guess it's this one I need to do now. Right, so I got the blue thing. Oh, okay. I don't think I needed to do that, did I? That's just to get to that blue thing. Opens the door. But Need to change the time of day. Let's go back. Oh, you kidding me? That traps me in here. Okay, so how else can I change time of day to do that? Ooh, look at that.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
And pretty much start. Comes there. It just doesn't seem like that's worth it to me, mate. 3 crowns just to make her do some damage when those 3 crowns could be spent on someone who already does damage and it will make them do considerably more. At least you've had fun though. That's I think the main thing. It's not always fun to be min-maxing, is it? And, you know, trying to be efficient and all that other, you know, game-related stuff about being pro and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's fun just to... I can go this way. Sometimes it's just fun to just test things out, play around with different characters. Okay. Is that it? No, I don't get anything for doing that. It's a bit rubbish. Unless there's something else over here I missed. Oh, what's that? Is that just reflections of the water here? I mean, that looks like it's the order to do something, but to do what? Where do I activate that? Right, okay, so I need to, like, memorize this? Oh, I'm not gonna fucking remember that. Time to take a photo with my phone. My missus and son are coming home now anyway. Yeah. I was so funny. When I used to work, you know, like, because with IT you have to remember a lot of stuff. And obviously my memory is like a goldfish. So my computer monitor would always have, like, at work, post-its all around, post-it notes all around. Every corner, every bit of bezel had post-it notes with reminders. And I'd, like, take photos of things like that, like simple things like something like this, but in IT terms, it would be like different coloured cables going into somewhere, and I'd just take a photo of it because I can't remember it. Bad memory. But you have to have workarounds, you know, when you've got like handicaps that other people don't have. Like, you have to have like workarounds to be able to be on point in professional environments. Yeah, proper, like really, really goldfish. It's been for like that for years. And when I was younger, like people would think I'm rude, you know, like I'd forget names very quickly. You know, if I've only met someone once or something, I think everyone does that to a degree. But for me, it would be like with everyone. And you know, that feeling, you know, when you bump into someone and you should know their name and you've forgotten it, and you're trying your best to not say their name, but have a conversation with them because you can't remember their name. That was my life, man, in the office. It was like, if you weren't in the department I worked in and I only saw you infrequently, I was like, I wouldn't remember your name. I was like, but you know, you're feeling a bit on edge as you're talking to the person. To go, I hope they don't. Like, I hope some situation doesn't come up where I have to like say your name because I've totally forgotten it. Yeah, I think, like I was saying, I think everyone is to a degree. I'm like worse because of like my inherently bad memory. I'm also a bit lazy with my memory. Like there's things like video game stuff. I don't try to remember it because, like I've told you in the past, like the amount of games I've played, and the mechanics aren't worth remembering. Things aren't worth remembering in them because you eventually stop playing that game, and then all that sort of stuff that you've remembered becomes worthless. I'm good at like. This is probably why I was good at IT, like being an analyst, because like when it's a big picture, I can remember things. But when it comes to the minutiae of the details that make up the big picture, I forget the little things. So that's why I think I naturally gravitated to the roles that I've had in IT, whereas it was to analyze the whole of what's going on and then find out where the, you know, like the weak links are, where things aren't working properly, and come up with solutions. And you don't really need to like focus on the minutiae, on the small details for that sort of role. You need to see the bigger picture. Oh yeah, mate, birthdays are terrible for me. If I didn't have like, you know, like calendars, I've got like calendar on my PC, I've got calendar on my phone, and they synchronize with everyone's birthdays. Dude, I would forget everything. Even with my best mates for years, I'd know the month, right? I'd remember that, you know, like I've known them for like 20 years or plus. I'd always know what month people's birthdays are in, but I would always forget the exact date. I'd know kind of roughly whereabouts until I started using like the Microsoft Calendar and Google Calendar, you know, to like remind me a few days ahead of time. You get a little reminder, it's so and so's birthday. You're like, all right, thank you, technology. This is something I definitely would have forgotten if it was down to just me. I forgot it was my birthday this year. I knew my birthday was coming, but I didn't realize it was my birthday on the day it was, you know, like. And then like my wife said something to me, because like, in the morning we hardly see each other. She goes out to work straight away, and obviously I'm with the kid from 6 a.m. and it was a couple of months ago. It was in January, my birthday, and I think it was like later on in the day she said something like, "Oh, what do you want for your birthday meal?" And I was like, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, shit, it's my birthday. I had to look at the date. I was like, oh, it's today, isn't it? Right, yeah, okay. I'm more likely to forget my own. Like, not that, you know, I know what date I'm born, you know, I know my birthday, but I often just don't pay attention to what day it is now, the date, because I'm at home with the kid. Like, you know, like my life is basically like, I don't need to know what the date is, or the day even, really. So I'm just babysitting all the time, so it's slightly different. I don't need to know what day it was. It was funny though. I was like, yeah, I did in fact not realise it was my birthday. But the thing is, when you get older as well, it means like, it don't really mean much. Do you know what I mean? It means more, I think, for like my wife now, or my kid when he gets older, that it's my birthday than it does to me. It's just like another day, isn't it? It's just, I've never been big one for celebrating my birthday. even when I was younger, it would be my mates that would be like, oh, let's go out and do something for you, you know, for birthday. I'm like, I don't really, it's just another day. Oh, yeah, I agree, mate. I agree 100%. I do more hours than my wife does. Like, you know, she does a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 job, so it's like 9 hours a day. But she gets a lunch break. She gets like 2 coffee breaks. I get no lunch break because like, I could get a lunch break, but I come and stream, so I don't get any break. You know, as soon as he wakes up, you've seen I finish streaming and then I'm taking care of him. And basically, as soon as I put him to sleep, I come downstairs, I start my computer up and I start streaming. And so I don't get an actual break. Like, I'm in between sort of taking care of him. I might grab something to eat or doing something, but I don't, like, because of the age he's at, I don't get to do anything for more than 5 minutes at a time before being interrupted by some sort of interaction being needed, you know, because he's a baby. And so I do more work. This is the thing. Like, I'm actually doing more hours now than when I was doing full-time work. So that's quite a funny thing. Oh, there's a Sealy there. Let's get that. But I mean, the you know, like, there are perks to it. Like, I'm in my house, I'm at home, and I'm with my kid. So there is, you know, like, there are perks to it. But I'm definitely more fatigued doing this. But I just think it's because it's more hours. But from work, it would be a different. Like, when I was working, it was a different fatigue. It was like a mental fatigue. Whereas with my kid, it's just like more of a physical kind of. I'm just, because I don't get mentally challenged in my day. I'm just with a 2-year-old, so it's more just like physically tired, fatigue. It's different, but still, you know, basically knackered at the end of the day. Either way, do a full-time job or take care of a kid full-time, you're still knackered at the end of the day. And especially like where I try and take him out as well, especially when on a day like this. Right, I don't have him today, but if the weather's good, we've got a park near us, you know, swings and slides, and we've got a little railway garden. We've got a train station near us. My kid loves trains. Some days I just take him to the train station. We sit on the platform just watching trains go by. He loves it. I'm just sitting there bored AF, right? But so it breaks up the monotony a little bit. I'm not just at home all the time, but it is the bit taxing being with a baby a lot of the time. That's why I said to you the other day, actually, like, coming on the stream is a bit of an escapism for me as well, because it breaks up my day where I can actually have some adult conversation about something I enjoy, usually about the game. Whereas otherwise I'm interacting with a 2.5-year-old all day, so the level of conversation is not on my level, obviously. So you feel a bit like, oh, my level dropping. All right, that is definitely the gate to my house, and so that means my child and my wife are home, and I'm gonna end the stream now, guys, because I've got this big train track, and I brought him down here, and he's gonna go crazy when he sees it. So I'm gonna end the stream before you guys have to hear all the screaming and stuff. But he's gonna go, oh, it's the train track. So thank you for joining. I'll be back. Oh, I don't know if I can stream tomorrow. If I do, it'll be really short, because I'm gonna take the boy out to a museum. So I might not be on tomorrow, but I will definitely be back at normal times on Monday. Dude, thank you very much for joining. D2, Rose, everyone else, thank you for joining, and I will see you guys on the next stream.